We'll begin with Willie.
Hi, Serena. Willie from ESPN. Serena, as you walk the grounds, what are your thoughts about Wimbledon and you being back again?
Um, it's a little different walking the grounds now. I feel like Wimbledon in general feels a lot different, but it still has a very special feeling.
Is there anything you can elaborate on about what makes it feel so special to you when you come back?
Well, it's just, I don't know, it's hard to describe just being here, being on the grass. It's the only Grand Slam that is so unique and so different. So um, I think it's so much history here as well. So.
Eleanor.
Hi, Serena. Eleanor Crooks from PA. Novak Djokovic said yesterday that he had spoken to you about the PTPA, and I just wondered what are your thoughts on that initiative, and do you feel tennis needs an independent player's voice?
Yeah, we spoke about it. I haven't had a ton of time to gather my thoughts yet, but he's definitely reaching out to a lot of people to get different opinions and different thoughts, and just to try to figure out, you know, what he's doing. Everyone's on a different path.
Tony.
Hi, Serena. It's Tony Banks from the Daily Mirror. With the withdrawals of players like Halep and Osaka this year from the women's draw, does that open up the draw a little bit for you this year? Does that make the path a little clearer for you? Do you think that the field may be a little bit more open this year at Wimbledon?
Well, that uh, I think anything. I think the women's draw is so deep, regardless to who you play. You really have to show up now. It's not. There's no longer matches that are going to be a sure walkthrough. You just have to really have your head in and have your game on. So I think, yeah, I think that's kind of how I feel about it. I hope I answered your question.
Howard.
Hi, Serena. Howard Fendrich with the AP. You and Roger Federer are both still out here trying to win Grand Slam titles as you near your 40th birthdays. And I'm wondering whether you have any sense at all of whether the two of you might have changed the way other current and eventually future tennis players think about how long it's possible to compete on tour. And I also wanted to ask whether you think there are any commonalities between the two of you that might have contributed to the longevity that you've both enjoyed.
Well, I feel like I don't know. I feel like people can still say they can play longer. I think technology has played a huge role in that, and the way we view the game, the way we recover, the way our shoes are made, the way the equipment is made. I feel like technology is huge into to myself and Roger playing so long, and because normally people retire at the 29, well, before 29, 30, 32 max was like so I feel like, there's several players at that age who are just hitting their stride. So whether it was myself or whether it was Roger, I don't know. I think it was a combination of everything, including technology, and yeah.
Nick.
Hi, Nick Zaccardi from NBC Sports. Serena, have you decided if you're going to play the Olympics yet?
Yeah, I'm actually not on the Olympic list, so that not that I'm aware of, and if so, then I shouldn't be on it.
Jean-Marc.
So, do you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. Um, have you got this feeling that during this Wimbledon, this women draw is and particularly open, and who would be, according to you, the clear favorite?
Yeah, I feel like if anything, everyone plays really hard. And I feel like it doesn't matter who you play, you have to be ready. And everyone's here. Everyone worked really hard to be here. And so, yeah, I see it as an opportunity to just keep going.
Craig Gabriel.
Craig Gabriel from Australia. Serena, how tough is it for you mentally when you know that every time you go out on court, your opponent is going to lift their or work to lift their level another 150% because they're playing Serena Williams? Is that difficult for you to put to one side, or how do you handle something like that, especially when it comes to an event like this, Wimbledon?
It's definitely made me better, to be honest. I've had a big X on my back since '99, since I won the US Open. And so when players play me that hard, every single tournament, every single match, every single Grand Slam, just doesn't matter where, you just get better. So yeah, it's been difficult mentally when someone might beat you and they lose directly in the next round almost every time. But at the end of the day, that's why I'm Serena. So thanks.
Liz.
Yes, Serena, thanks. Oh, Liz Clark from the Washington Post. Thank you for being available. To piggyback on Howard's question about the longevity you've enjoyed in your career, I'm wondering what role you feel your decisions earlier in your career to manage your calendar as you saw fit in terms of what was best for you at the time. Often in an era when, everyone felt compelled to play every event possible. Do you feel you're now reaping the benefits? And it seems to me in many ways that approach you've taken, you've been more than vindicated for, in being the boss of your calendar.
I think everyone is different. I think for me, playing the way I played, helped my career. I don't think I could have played as long if I had to play every week, or a lot of weeks. But everyone is really different, and you really have to do what works for you. Also, on the flip side, if you're winning a lot, it's often difficult to play as much because you're playing a lot more matches. But yeah, I think you just have to figure out what works for you and go with it.
Eleanor.
We'll do one more after this.
So, Serena, can you just explain why you made your Olympic decision, and was it that you couldn't take your daughter with you to Tokyo?
Yeah, there's a lot of reasons that I made my Olympic decision, and I don't feel like going into them today, but maybe another day. Sorry.
And final question, Simon.
Sorry, Serena. I was going to ask a very similar question. Will it be difficult for you not to play the Olympics? You've had such a great history there. You've done so much. I mean, missing this time, what will that be like?
I have not thought about it. It is in the past has been a wonderful place for me, but I really haven't thought about it, and so I'm gonna keep not thinking about it.
Thank you all.
You.